I've been in many situations. I remember when I first got into food combining and digestion. I'm a big food combining digestion buff. Anyone here know a lot about food combining? Anyone here know a little bit about food combining? Anyone know nothing about food combining? All right, awesome, awesome. I will briefly mention the first book I read that really set me off into health is called Fit for Life. Has anyone here read that book? Yes. Amazing book. I read that 17 years ago, and from that point on started eating raw food for breakfast, fruit for breakfast, food combining, and started moving towards a vegetarian, vegan, raw food diet. And I can say in the last 17 years, I've had 2 sick days. That's it. 2 days where I took a day off to be sick. Other than that, I really believe that those simple tips have really helped me out. It's the most sold, most translated book on nutrition in history. A really neat, interesting point. Both Doug Graham and Marilyn and Harvey Diamond, who wrote Fit for Life, trained under TC Fry. And they just both went a little bit different paths, right? And they're both, both have become my biggest mentors, and I feel so blessed by all three of them, all of them, But I feel like I've almost lost the plot. No, okay, so the Fit for Life I found to be incredibly insightful and really, really helpful. Why was I even mentioning Fit for Life, guys? Food combining, thank you so much. All right, so food combining. Another really great book that is incredibly challenging, but if you really want to learn more about food combining and the digestive system, it's essentially the chemistry of digestion, which foods work the best, which foods combine the best for optimal digestion, because a lot of people say you are what you eat. I really, really like to say you are what you absorb. It doesn't matter what you eat. You could be eating the highest quality, super mega, ultra superfood and the best quality nut and seed combo and all these things, but if it doesn't digest well, it's trash. You're taking way more energy to digest much less. I'm really interested in getting the most for the least effort, and that's where food combining comes in. A book, my last talk on that is going to be Food Combining Made Easy. I believe it's by Shelton, or maybe it's Fry. Does anyone know? Is it Shelton? I read that book and I was pissed off, I'll admit. I was pissed off because I was like, Food Combining Made Easy. It's like a thin book. This is great. And then you read it and you're like, this is not easy. It's so complicated. It really gets into the science, but if you want to know the science, it's an awesome book. So Food Combining Made Easy. So when I first got into that, I read another book that was about food combining, and it blew my lid open. And I remember being with my family and being like, until you read this book, don't even talk to me. It's like, you are not a human being until you understand what I know. So I put the book on the table. Do not talk to me until you read this book. And I looked everyone in the eye. I'm like, oh boy, did I make friends. It just, no one read a page. I don't think anyone read a page, and I gave in first. I'm happy that I did, because I would be kind of sad if I was, that much headbutting. Yeah, I could go into stories all day, but we don't have a ton of time. So.
Which book was that?
That one was, it was a book on digestion from a doctor, and in the book, there's all these little pictures of the floor, and they're little cartoon drawings. It's like something optimal digestion. I apologize, I don't remember the title. This was 15 years ago. But if I remember it, I'll look it up and I'll mention it later.